What up, cave dwellers? It looked like we got a murder for hire plot, and I'm not talking about young Dirk. It says teenager was paid 2,000 to kill man in fatal September shooting. $2,000 to throw your life away forever. That's a cheap price. Let's see what they talking about.
An 18-year-old is in jail tonight, accused of being hired to kill another man. It happened back in September, and this is the second murder for hire case in the region in just the last 2 months. News 2's Jordan Ponzio here with what police say happened.
Sylvia, the suspect in this latest case was already in jail on different charges when police say they realized he was responsible for the murder, too.
It's definitely not something that's common. Unfortunately, these type of circumstances, we have to take it as reality. It does happen.
18-year-old Anthony Tarragona Hayes is accused of shooting and killing 44-year-old Johnny Green on Brady Street on September 13th. Baton Rouge police said Tarragona Hayes was arrested October 1st on different charges, and they later found that he was actually paid to kill Green.
It just so happens during the course of the investigation on October the 1st when he was booked, detectives were able to obtain a piece of evidence that linked him to the crime, as well as a separate call from a Crime Stoppers tip.
Police say
A Crime Stopper tip? So he got arrested, went to jail, and somebody, Crime Stopper tip, say, yo, you know that dude in there? I think he might have did it. And they checked his phone or something, and yo, can you imagine? You in there like, yeah, I'm about to do a couple months or whatever for the whatever he did. I don't know what he did prior, but he's in there. It may not be serious. He think you about to get out, and all of a sudden you up there for murder for hire, probably facing life or the death penalty. Where's W? Oh, Baton Rouge. I'm about to say, where's WBRZ? That's crazy.
the person who hired Tarragona Hayes is still at large.
If they come to the conclusion whether they develop another suspect or a person who hired the individual, Green or Tarragona Hayes, then yes, he will be criminally charged.
And who Green? And that's he just said his get out of jail free card. Forget you. You the hitman, cool. You the crash out dummy. But who putting hits on people? That's what they really want. That's what the police want more than anything, is the person that put a hit out on this person. RP to whoever lost their life.
Tarragona Hayes was reportedly seen leaving the scene following Green's death. An image of a man on a bicycle holding a rifle was released to the public, and shortly after, Tarragona Hayes was identified. Police say he told a witness he was paid $2,000 to kill Green.
Even if somebody put a huge number or a small number, it's still the fact that somebody was willing to pay someone to commit a crime that they weren't willing to commit themselves.
Tarragona Hayes was booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison on charges of first-degree murder and illegal use of a weapon. Police still don't know who allegedly hired Tarragona Hayes and asked if anyone has any information to call Crime Stoppers.
Crazy. They don't really know who killed him. So he told somebody, that's the witness, probably the Crime Stoppers, or that person told somebody else and said, oh, you know, what's his name? Rodney from down the street. He told me blah, blah, blah. And they called and gave a Crime Stopper tip. First of all, congratulations to whoever did that. I don't know if it was another gang member or somebody from his ops that said, yo, let me call. Let's get this dude some time. Instead of killing him ourselves, let's just put him under the jail forever. But these kids are reckless. And they committing the type of murders where they're cut on. He was caught on camera. So now they could corroborate it. Yo, did he kill her? Or did he kill that person? Because this witness just said it. But they got to go and look. And then when they see him coming from the scene on a bike with a gun, that was slick. He probably would have. Yeah, that's one of those Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I would have got away from it too. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for these rotten kids. Listen, the only way, rule number one, I ain't never do it, but law and order, you know, the only way to get away with a murder is to do it by yourself and keep your mouth shut. He told her. He did that, but then he like a child, which he is probably. He looks like a child. Look at that picture. That's a child right there. That's a child mentality. It don't enough. As a man, when I look in his eyes, don't none of my spidey senses go off like this kid's a killer. Or, well, he is a killer. So this kid is a grown man. Because anybody could be a killer. A 5-year-old could be a killer if they got a strong enough grip. Or whatever. Like, I mean, you hear about kids killing their moms or so we don't get into that. But this is crazy. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Hopefully, if he did do it, I don't know, man. I hate saying they throw him under the jail, but I'm sure if I was the person's family who he did this to, I would say throw him under the jail. Throw him under the jail. $2,000 and you out here killing people for $2,000? R.I.P. to whoever he killed for $2 grand. That hurts me. I know that hurt the family. If you hit somebody, I don't know. For some reason, it seemed like if somebody's like, I put 20 million on his head, you're like, damn, they put 20. Like my boy was out here, they put 20, causing such a scene. They had to put 20 million on his head. He was an animal. But when it's 2,000, it's like, damn, 2,000. That's like some crackhead stuff. Like I'm gonna give you 500, be gone. Like that's probably was nothing, depending on who it was. Now all they got, it's probably gonna be easy. If you got somebody willing to pay 2,000 to get you out, usually there's probably some traces. This kid ain't gonna keep his mouth shut, especially if it's a get out of jail free card or maybe not do life card. That person probably is hooping themselves right now. Whoever know this guy, that case been done, said. And why didn't the police know? Well, the detective not looking, did they not see him on, or he was just on a bike and they were like, oh, this like didn't take any notice of it, but then they went back and checked the film or something, like, oh, he is on camera. Oh, that is a gun in his hand. I don't know. From that image, I don't think I seen a gun, but maybe he did. Let me go back and look at that real quick. Hold on. Can you see a gun? They might have another image that they don't want to release yet, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Should they throw him under the jail? This is crazy. This is especially considering that little Dirk stuff that just came out the other day. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment, man. This young kid is probably fatherless kid just out here. Baton Rouge, man, it's a war zone. They could have just enlisted in the military if they wanted to be killers like this. Earn something.